It's no surprise America has a gun problem. In fact, even if our legislators could pass comprehensive gun reform, there's already over 400 million guns in this country, a number statisticians call really high and huge. But one brave Michigander is taking action into his own hands, and it's not someone you would expect. I've been this confused about a priest since I binged Fleabag. How does a priest get involved with getting guns off the streets?
In America, it's a lot easier to get a gun than to get rid of a gun. There is this sense that in churches, we're just going to pray for this gun problem.
Right.
But church people are sick of thoughts and prayers, too.
You know it's bad when a priest is sick of thoughts and prayers. I mean, that's your bread and butter.
And just as Jesus turned water into wine, Father Yah turned prayers into action and started a gun buyback program.
The gun buyback program is aimed at reducing gun violence.
They're popular, and that's because it's your choice to turn in your gun.
And because this is America, people are more willing to part with their guns if they get something out of it.
The first buyback we did, we had $5,000 worth of gift cards, and the line was 2 miles long, and we gave away the gift cards in 20 minutes.
What kind of gift cards are we talking about here?
Usually Target.
Target?
Mm-hmm.
Target. I'm not allowed in Target anymore. I had a bit of a run-in with the law involving an incident with a cheese grater.
Do we want to save that for later? We'll take care of that in confession.
Okay, thank you.
And what happens to the guns once they're collected? Do they go to that farm upstate with all the dogs?
After guns are processed, Michigan State Police send them to a company in Missouri called Gun Busters, and they destroy parts of the guns.
The state police then was contracting with a company called Gun Busters, who has a gun pulverizer.
The pulverizer. That was my signature move when I was on the amateur wrestling circuit.
No, these things destroy weapons.
A deadly machine that destroys deadly guns? Problem solved.
This machine, called the pulverizer, can turn this into this. Most of the metal left behind can be recycled.
I love a name that says exactly what it is. Busting guns. No deception there.
But they weren't busting them.
Come again?
We found out they're not really destroying them. They were salvaging most of the gun and reselling the parts on the internet. People can make their own ghost guns.
So Gun Busters is actually contributing to making more guns.
Yeah.
Jeez, sorry. Shit. Sorry. Jesus.
Turns out they were using the pulverizer more for evil than good. Doing only partial destruction means that the guns can be born again, and not in the Jesus-y way.
I reached out to speak with Gun Busters, but much like the fate of their guns, they ghosted me.
If I can't find answers to this gun problem in God's fancy buildings, maybe I could find some in the state's fancy buildings. Michigan State Representative Natalie Price.
How the is it legal for gun busters to get away with this?
Because of the Gun Act of 1968.
Sure, the famous 1967 Gun Act.
1968.
68 Gun Act, the act of.
When we only destroy that narrow part of the weapon, a receiver and a frame, which includes the serial number, the firearm is considered by federal law to be fully destroyed.
Yes, receiver and the frame.
So just to reiterate, under this old-timey law,
the Gun Control Act of 1968,
the receiver or the frame by itself is considered to be a firearm. So if Gun Busters tells you they've destroyed the firearm, technically they only have to have destroyed that one tiny piece, leaving the rest to be potentially used for ghost guns.
There's no good way to keep track of how many there are. From 2016 to 2021, there was over 1,000% increase in ghost guns.
Holy shit, 1,000%? That's like 4 ghost guns for every ghost. Luckily, Michigan has a solution.
I can tell you what we are doing here in Michigan, which is partnering with state police and a company that will fully pulverize and destroy the complete weapon right here in Michigan.
Women get shit done.
So it seems the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a pulverizer. But this time, Michigan has their very own state-run pulverizer. ensuring that the guns that they receive are completely destroyed. I went back to the church to spread the good word to Father Yah, only to discover he had taken it upon himself to fulfill his own prophecy.
There's more that needs to be done. We're planning to actually destroy the weapons ourselves with chop saws.
That sounds dangerous.
I can take you to a place where we're practicing and you can watch it happen.
All right.
Sure, just follow a priest I just met to the set of the movie Saw, but for guns. What could go wrong?
And that goes in the disposal here.
3 guns down. Now just 399,999,997 more to go.